Two things that I've always loved to do are both play and coach volleyball. They become a big part of who I am, and I hope that they always are. Originating in the United States of America, volleyball is below only soccer for participation, including 800 million players worldwide and 46 million in the United States alone. It's a continuously growing sport that's been recognized as an Olympic game for nearly 50 years. The three fundamental aspects of the game that I'm going to be demonstrating to you today are passing, setting, and serving. Now, these are not the only or the most important aspects of the game. They're just the core defense and offense that you will mainly see as an audience member throughout the match. Throughout high school, I was a setter, and now playing at Iowa Lakes Community College, I'll be a defensive specialist. A defensive specialist controls most of the passing throughout the game, and also only plays in the back three positions on the court. Since setting and passing are two things that I've had the most experience with, they're the ones that I'm most comfortable with. But also as a passer and a setter, you get a lot of opportunities to start the first serve of the game off, so I am fairly comfortable with serving as well. Now, I'm a very short 5'5" volleyball player, so I don't see a lot of time in the front row. But it is really important to practice every aspect of the game in the game of volleyball, because you never know what can happen. So I do have some experience with hitting, but it's definitely not my strong suit. So, to get into this demonstration, we're going to start off with the three basic body positions for these three different aspects, starting with passing. So first we want to focus on our legs and our feet, because most of the strength that we're going to be using for this position is in our legs. So first we want to get our feet into a shoulder width apart with our right foot slightly in front of our left. This helps with balance, and it also helps with shifting a lot easier. Next we want to get into a medium position, which is about half of our body length, so it does require us to get pretty low. So when we're in this position, we want to shift our hips back and shift our shoulders forward. This helps get all of our weight onto our toes, which allows for a lot easier movement. So next, with our arm positioning, we want to get our arms extended out as far as you can, with your dominant hand in a fist and your other hand overlaying that with your thumbs down and out. This will call for a really flat and sturdy platform that the ball will bounce off really nicely. So we're going to see what this all looks like with it all together. Always having really quick right-left foot movements. And that's all there is to that one. You get a lot more comfortable with it as you go on and practice more. So next we're going to work on when setting, which is a lot different than passing position-wise, but has a lot of the same body movements. So we're going to go into our feet, which is shoulder width apart with just a slight bend in the knee. We don't have to get as low for this one because we're going to be contacting the ball a lot higher than we would with passing. So next we want to focus on our hands. We want our index finger and our thumbs to create a triangle on the ball. This will shape the ball really nicely and get your hands to really form it nice. So next we want to draw out from our belly button, our thumbs at our belly button, to our thumbs at our hairline, with our thumbs right on the sides of our nose to line up really nicely in the middle of our body. So when we draw up, we want to do quick left, right, or right, left foot movements, depending whatever you're comfortable with, and extend everything out at the same time with a really subtle and slight snap of the wrist to give the ball a kickstart. So we're going to see what this all looks like together too. Really focusing on just getting everything lined up and your feet right behind the ball. So the next one that we're going to be going into is serving. This is a lot different, and this is probably the most important part of starting the game off, since it's the first thing that you'll be doing. So what you want to do is get your left foot in front of your right, about a foot or a foot and a half, really just depends on what you're comfortable with. Next, you want to move your left arm over to your right shoulder blade with just a slight bend in the elbow, because it will help with throwing the ball up and tossing it where you really want it to go. So what we want to do with this one is toss the ball up to about what our hand would be when it's fully extended. Because if we get the pass or the toss too low, it'll go right into the net. If we toss it too high, it'll go really far out of bounds. So we really want to focus on getting our ball to the top of our hand. So what this one will all look like together, something like this. Really focusing on getting your elbow up to your ear. And that's how that one goes. That's a really basic and general form of it. Once you get comfortable with it, you'll kind of get your own ritual to go with it, but that's the basic movements for that one. Now once again, these are not the only or the most important aspects of the game. They're just the ones that you will mainly see throughout the game. Volleyball was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan, and it continues to change and grow throughout to this very day. Different rules, adjustments, and requirements are made almost yearly to this game to improve and perfect it. I always love to coach and play volleyball, and I hope that I can for as long as I can. So in closing, I hope that you learned a lot from this demonstration, and that you'll take these new skills and practice it out on the volleyball court.